back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are back again like we never left. And today we are talking about love. Back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are back again like we never left. And today we are talking about love. Back to my YouTube channel. Fix my network before I proceed this. Okay, so my network now is good and better. So today we are talking about love. As you know me, I want to guide everyone or each of you. If in case you are a woman, you are a man, you are a boy, you are a girl, remember you can manifest. If you want to making him, her, just to giving you anything which you want, even to giving you money without even asking for it or begging or any excuse you need to give somebody, just this video will really help you. On the same things, you can do this method just to make someone loving you and never ever see somebody else. If you want to learning more about how you can do this and how you can manifest with this, just watch this entire video till the end and I will guiding you exactly on how the way you can do it. So you're just real welcome. So guys, first, if you didn't subscribe, please subscribe down below. If you didn't subscribe yet, don't forget to give my video a thumbs up if you don't like it. And if you think that this video is very helpful, this video is very good for you, then give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if in case you having any question. You can even comment to my live chat if you're having any question about make someone giving you anything which you want without asking for it. Especially we are talking about money and even make someone loving you. So first, do you having somebody? Are you in the relationship? You're always struggling just to get something from your soulmate. Sometimes it's happening, you need to giving a lot of excuses. Sometimes you need to make someone sick, sometimes you need to make him maybe your sibling, sometimes your parent, just to get something from that someone you love. If in case you are on that kind of relationship, you can just manifest and using a different method without even just say any excuse. He or she will know all his or her responsibility. That the bad things you should do. Are you in the relationship also and you want to make someone loving you? If in case you are ready for this, then make sure that you're watching again. Are you in the relationship and your soulmate, he or she always looking on the side? When I'm talking about looking on the side, wherever they see somebody, they're always looking onto them. And you are not ready for that. You want to make your soulmate never see somebody else. You want to make sure that you are on the relationship which has a full of peace, full of happiness, and even full of love and caring. If you want to make sure, if you want these things just to happen to you, then you should starting doing this kind of method, and then we're really helping you. Remember, I guiding everyone. It doesn't matter your faith. If you are a Christian, we all say in Jesus' name, let's do this together. If you are a Muslim, we do the same. We do this together. If you are a Buddha, you are a Hindu, you are nobody, or you believe with anything, still you can manifest. God knows what you're going through and God knows what you want. Maybe you want somebody to take his or her responsibility because you're tired of asking and begging someone, reminding someone about their own responsibility. That is not your duty. That is like you forcing yourself to reminding somebody should do this, and should do that. The only thing which you need to do is to manifest. Make that person to be the way you want. Make that person just to loving you. Make that person just to bring peace in your relationship. Make that person just to bring happiness into your relationship. You're ready for this? Watch and I will telling you. First, Before you starting manifest with this, remember you should be in the relationship before you start do this. After you already know that, it doesn't matter, maybe 1 day's relationship, maybe 10 years, 5 years, 1 month, 2 months, there is no problem at all. Then after that, you should having this couple things, which is a very, very important for everyone. And the couple things which you should have is all about, you need to having sugar, especially a brown sugar. The next, the one which I have right here, this is my brown sugar. And after you already having a sugar, you should having also just a raw honey. When I'm talking about raw honey, you can purchasing honey in any different shop on your home country. But make sure that that is natural honey, raw honey. After you already having a raw honey also, then you should having also something else, and that is a little bit things from your mouth. So you can just have it and you can use it. If in case you don't want it to have it, then you can just take in your hands, or you can using any place, putting a little bit of water, and then you can just taking a little bit dust from your body, just a little bit. Then after you already having this all the things, you already having honey, you already having sugar, you already having the one which I already mentioned, then you need to having a tablespoon or a teaspoon. Then after that, you should proceeding on this all the things. So how the way you can using the things, how the way you can take it, how the way you can command it, just to work for you as it work for others, just to reminding your soulmate, to reminding the one you love, just to bring peace to a relationship, to bring caring, responsibility, and even love into a relationship. Remember, I know there's a lot of people want to asking me about the distance. Is it the distance is a barrier, or I can do it like a distance is not a barrier? If you want to asking me this question about the distance, maybe you are on the long distance relationship, or you live with a person and still you want to do this together. I want to telling everyone, the distance is not a problem. The distance is not a barrier. You can even do it even if you are on the long distance relationship. Because you want to ask me which one will be working is on the long distance relationship, with which method will be working immediately. I want to telling you about this. It depending on how you believing, it depending on how you trust, and you depending on how you having a faith. Then when you're already having this all the things, you already know that I'm the long distance relationship. I'm not on the long distance relationship, but I know this must work for me. Then you should having just another things. The another things which you should have, which I recommending everyone, you can just finding maybe a glass of water or a barrel of water. When you're already having a glass of water or a barrel of water, then you should having also just a cinnamon powder, if in case you can get it. And also you should having also just a piece of paper. So we already having all these things together. We already know that this is my things. I want to do it. I want to asking it just to work for me as it work for others. There's a lot of people want to ask me why we should having the barrel of water with a piece of paper with a cinnamon. If you are on the long distance relationship, we want to attracting this person. We want to put in some alert from that person, just to that alert will click in his or her mind that you are there waiting for him or waiting for her and never seen somebody else. That's why we should having a barrel of water or a glass of water, a piece of paper, and also a cinnamon. So how you can using this all the method, how you can take it and how you can command it just to work for you as it work for others. The best way you can do this, I want to recommending you everyone. You can just choosing a time by your own, either early morning or sometimes you can do it at evening. If you are doing this early morning, remember that you should just taking a piece of paper like this, but you can using a plain white piece of paper. It will be better and beautiful. But if in case you don't having a plain piece of paper, you're having just a piece of paper which you're having right now right here, then you can using any piece of paper which you're having out there, and still will work for you as it works for others. Taking the piece of paper and using this piece of paper just to writing the name of a specific person. The name which you should write it into this piece of paper, you're starting with the first name, middle name, last name, on his or her mother's name. That would be the best things you should do. After you already writing four names, then you should write in the date of birth. So the date of birth will be very important. For those people who want to asking me, I don't know about his or her mother's name. I don't know about his or her date of birth. I don't know his or her full name, just four names. I don't know about it. And I want to do this. I want to manifest with this. I want to see how this must work for me as it works for others. If in case you don't know about all the names and you know only maybe two names, sometimes you know only maybe three names, there is no problem at all. You can still do it and it still will work for you, starting with the first name and middle name. Just that's it. Then you should repeating right by writing the name just for 3 times up to 7 times. If you think you have enough time to write for 7 times, it should be better and beautiful. But if in case you don't have enough time to writing maybe for 7 times and you wanna do it, you wanna writing it just for 3 times, also it will be better and beautiful. You can even still do it and it's boom and work for you guys. When you already done writing the name, a cinnamon. And after you're taking a cinnamon powder with a barrel of water, take that cinnamon powder, adding to your barrel of water or a glass of water. When you're already done, taking the piece of paper, which you're writing the name of that specific person and putting together to this mixture. After you're already done, you're starting shaking the mixture like this, shaking it. During the time when you're shaking the mixture, remember you should speak, remember you should chanting, remember you should pray and asking it just to work for you as it work for others. The best things to speaking with this or to say exactly on what you want during the time when you manifest with this, you should start in calling the name of the person. For example, you do it just for me. You do it for just to make me loving you, care about you, having a peace, and also just to giving you some money without asking, without an excuse. Then you should say, maybe your name is Kitafora. Then you just need to say, maybe Flora, but you mentioned full name which you're writing into a piece of paper. And you mention the name. If you're writing for 3 times, you mention name for 3 times. If you're writing for 7 times, then mention the name then for 7 times. So let me tell you one example. You're starting by saying Flora for 7 times. I'm calling you for 7 times. Wherever you are, from west, east, west, south, and north, I want from today to thinking about me and loving me, and also just taking your own responsibility. I want to give you this secret nobody will never telling about. Sometimes we are in the relationship. Some people without asking them. Some people without reminding them. I'm talking about your soulmate. Without reminding them to do something, they will acting like nothing is going on in that relationship. They will do nothing. So you need to asking them every single day for one things. You just need to ask him money maybe for the rent. You need to ask him money for the food. Like they don't know like you need to eat. They don't know that you need a place to sleep. They don't know that you need just to wearing the dress. There's kind of people who always like that. They just need themselves to reminding them. But they, trust me, they always knows everything. They always know that you want it, but they just pretend like they don't know their responsibility, but they know their responsibility, but they don't care about it. But don't using a lot of effort just to say every single day. You remind them once, the rest you do something. So if you're reminding today about money for the food, money for the basic needs, money for something, and somebody waiting for you to asking again after a couple weeks or couple months, that will be not our problem, because we don't need to giving stress ourselves. We need to having a peace on our mind, peace of love, and also we need to having enjoy that relationship. So that's the only thing which you need to having on your mind. If you are on that kind of a relationship, don't stress yourself much. You should do something and it will work for you. So, when you're already done shaking you, speaking, and reminding the person to take all their responsibility, loving you, care about you, and never see somebody else. If you do it to the glass, you're mixing the mixture. If you can using a spoon or a tablespoon, you're mixing the mixture on the spoon or a tablespoon by do like pew, 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 and you mix it. So when you're already done mixing it and you need to leaving this mixture somewhere to your house, you just need to leave it. And then after you leave it, you just need to go and doing to another steps. The another method you should do it is all the method about honey, sugar, your own dust, and you need to having a tablespoon, and you can even using the liquid. If you don't want to use it, you can just using honey and sugar, and you can take a little bit dust from you. So when you already done having everything together, and then you already say by yourself, I want to do this. I want this person never see somebody else. I want this person all the time, wherever he is, wherever he going, wherever he stay, or wherever she go, wherever she stay, then you should just do this kind of method. Before we proceeding with this kind of method, let me know on my live chat, are you on that kind of relationship which you always need to asking something, which you always need to ask him money? You need to ask him money for the food to reminding somebody. You need to ask him money for the rent. You need to ask him somebody for their responsibility to take. You need to ask somebody just to loving you, care about you. Just you need to every time is all about asking and the excuse. If you are on that kind of relationship, let me know on my live chat and asking me a question about the fifth method, which I already guide before we are proceeding with another method of using 1 tablespoon honey, sugar, the dust, and the liquid. Please let me know on my live chat. If you are on that kind of relationship, telling me how boring is that, how stressful is that, how much headache is that, you need to starting a long story far away just to asking something. Like, I having somebody sick, you're spending even 30 minutes to explain yourself until you go to the point that I need money. Let me know on my live chat. So I just keep proceeding by reading the question, which people they can just telling me. So we are live, guys, and so this is my another, not this. So I asking me any question before we about to proceed. Okay. It is very boring. It is like he does not know he's got the family. Yeah, that is very, very bad. What if I don't know the person's mother's name? If you don't know about the person mother's name, don't stress yourself much. Just as I said, use 2 names or 3 names. First name, middle name, and also surname. When I'm talking about the surnames, about the name, which like in Africa we're having the last name. Your family, they know your family with their last name, so you can just use that last name, and you can use it and manifest with it. Somebody say, how long does this ritual start working? It's working immediately if you're believing and you trust and you're having a faith. Within 3 days up to 7 days, you will notice some changes. But for second method, you need to do it only for 3 days. And after 3 days, don't do it anymore because it's not good to do much or more. So let me keep reading. Someone said it's very stressful, very upsetting. So I keep reading. Please, can you adding the chanting here? Yeah, I can just say it, and you can just note somewhere else, and you'll know. What if I don't know the person mother's name? I already read this. Okay, so I don't having another question right here. So let me proceeding with this. So guys, I think everybody said what they have on their mind about what kind of their relationship they are. You need to asking somebody about their own responsibility as if they don't having a family. as if you don't exist in that relationship. You need to ask him for everything. That is very stressful, and also it's very headache to have it. So let's proceed and do this together with me, because now is a time that you can using the method which I want to share with you. Okay. So the method which you should use is all about, you just need to taking a tablespoon like this. This is my tablespoon, the one which I have. It has some sugar, guys. And then after you already having a tablespoon, you need to adding some honey, a little bit honey into this spoon. After you already adding honey, then you're taking a little bit sugar and you're adding to the honey. After you already adding honey and sugar, then try to mix it very well by using your index finger. Remember, during the time when you're mixing this mixture very well with your index finger, don't forget to chanting, don't forget to speak, and don't forget to pray and ask it as to work for you as it work for others. During the time when you're speaking with this, remember you should mention the person's name. If the person's name is Cutiflora, then said a Cutiflora, 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 calling you 3 times. Wherever you are, wherever you go. I want you from today make things become sweet and beautiful in our relationship, taking all your responsibility. Give me money before I asking for it. From today, I don't need to give you any excuse and asking for it. You can just take your responsibility, and even you can do wherever I want. Even if I ask, I don't want any excuse, because sometimes when you're asking your soulmate, can you give me money, they can give you 100 excuse. I don't have money, or if you tell me 1 hour ago I could have it, but right now I don't have it. Like they do something very important and they don't have money, and while they having it and they don't want to give it to you. So those kind of things you don't need in this life, because life is very short. So then when you're already done mixing the mixture, then you're taking a little bit dust, a little bit like this, and you're taking out. And after you're taking it out, you're mixing it to the mixture. So when you're mixing it to the mixture, you're mixing while you're speaking. Wherever you are, wherever you go, you should start thinking about me, because you are taking me. So you take something from your own things. So you take it, put it to the mixture, and then you say it and speak. If in case you are not feeling so bad to take a bit of liquid, then you can adding together to that mixture, and then you can just say our love is liking this liquid. It never ends, and our love will never end, and you will never see somebody else from today. So you're speaking everything with a trust, you're speaking everything with a faith, and you're speaking everything with believing. When you're already done speaking everything, now is the time you can use it. For those people who are on the long distance relationship, there's a way you should do. For those people who are living with a person, you can just taking the mixture, a little bit mixture, and you adding it. If you have some soft drink, you adding a little bit to his or her soft drink. If you are living with a person, if you don't live with the person, then after that, after you already finishing manifest, you're already mixing it, then you go and apply it to his or her picture. If in case you can having his or her picture, it will be better. You go and apply it. So for those who wanna asking me the best method how it can work immediately, I wanna telling you the way it can working immediately is all about you should the one who can put it on the soft drink. It can work immediately. So after you already done mixing it there, then after that you can let it be. If you want to ask me if you can drink the same drink, my answer is yes. You can even drink it. There is no problem about it, because you have your own intention. You do it to somebody, you already mentioned the name of the person, you do it. When you apply to his or her picture also, please take that picture and keep that picture to your house. Make sure that you're keeping it to a comfortable place. When I'm talking about a comfortable place, if you're having a place, a bag which always keep some dresses, taking the picture and put it there. And when you put there, then you say you will never see somebody else from today. You're taking all your responsibility and love me and care about me. If you want to do it all the method together, you want to do it to a soft drink, you want to do it to the picture, then it will be better and beautiful. But for me, I recommending everyone, if you can do it to his or her picture, if in case you can get it. If in case you can do all the method together also, it will be better and beautiful. There is no problem about it at all. So guys, let me tell you one things about this. Somebody just said in this live chat about let me read. Good evening, online member. Dear Flora, I'm asking how can I do for Nakuya? How can I do for my money after work? Because some people's money is not good. About this, if you always are losing money, if you always find it's very difficult to get money, I'll prepare another video about it. But for today, we are talking about love right now. If you want to make sure that the person do something to you without him asking, without him begging, make sure that you are about to do this together with me. So let me keep proceeding. If you haven't, what time can I do this? The time which you should do this, if you want to put to his or her liquid, please do it for 3 times. You put in today, tomorrow, and after tomorrow. Only for 3 times. Don't exceed this method. If you want this person to love you, care about you, then do it for 3 times. Then if you want to apply it to the picture, then you need to do it only once. You apply on the picture only once, and after you apply on the picture only once, you take the picture and you're hiding somewhere. If you want to ask me about the barrel, for how long you can keep the barrel, I want to recommending you can just keep that barrel for 7 days. Every single day, when you wake up early morning, go and take the barrel and shake the barrel. Remember, within 7 days, you need to notice some changes. The changes of love, responsibility, and caring. Somebody should start to care about you, do all the responsibility, and even loving you. That's exactly the things must work for you as it work for others. And remember, the special day to do this, because I know there's other people want to ask him about the day: Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Saturday. You can do it any day, but for the love, caring, and responsibility, please don't do it on Tuesday. So if you're having any question on my live chat before we are proceeding, then let me know, and I will telling you exactly you should do after 7 days of keeping the barrel of this mixture, what you should do and what will happen if you exceed the time. If you do this mixture, you apply on the picture or you put on the liquid just for more than 30 days, what real will happen. So let me read some question before we about to proceed. Do I make fresh one each day? Yeah, you make fresh one each day. If you do it for honey, sugar, saliva, and this dust, you're making every single day a new one. Make a new one, you put there, and when you put there, make sure that you are speaking. Make sure that you are praying and mention the name of the person. Because sometimes some people they leave the family, they leave us beside as if we don't having a family with them. They don't even taking their own responsibility like you for them to having that responsibility. But now is a time, and we just said enough is enough. We need them to do all their responsibility without even no excuse, not making anybody in the house sick, not making anybody missing his or her dad or her mother. No. So we need to make that we do this together. So I keep reading. Someone say, just I have the photo on my phone. You can print the photo and that you will get it. Someone say, what if you don't having his picture and the person is in America? You can printing the picture, because I know everybody knows you can just take the picture. You can go to the place which they always use to print the picture, and you can print the picture and get the picture. And make sure that you get the picture which he's or her alone. He's alone. That's the only thing which you should do. Remember, if you already break up with somebody, because I know there's others who want to do this and they are on the breakup on that relationship. Maybe they break up with that person and they still want to do this together with me. I want to tell you this secret nobody will never telling about. If you are on the breakup, these things will not work for you. Make sure that you are on the good term with somebody. You talk with somebody, even if it's not a real good terms. You talk with somebody, you're not in the breakup. then it will work immediately. But if you are on the breakup, you should starting by bring that person back to you in mind, in different way. You can bring that person back to you, and after you bring that person back to you, then you should do this. The way you can bring that person back to you, you can use an onion, 7 piece of paper, you can using coconut shell, you can use a different method to bring somebody back to you. But for to you are him or her giving you money without asking for it, without even excuse, without even begging, and give it to you. That's the only way I guiding everyone for today. What if I don't having his picture? Please, you can print the picture, guys. I already said about this. You can just print the picture and it's really work. Another question is all about if you are on the period time, please do it when you don't having a period. You can just do it when you are not in the period, and after you do it when you're not in the period, will work immediately. Just pray and do it together. The best time to do it is a time when your feeling for you is convenient and comfortable place. You can even prepare everything on the side, and then after you prepare it, then you can even do it after a couple hours and couple seconds. Don't keep it for so long, just keeping it just for a couple hours, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, and you go and you use it. Any place when you use this mixture, please speak, please pray, please chanting, and please asking it to work for you as it works for others. That's the only things how I can telling you and how I can guiding you. I think everybody understanding about how you can do this by manifest with a 1 tablespoon of this mixture to make somebody giving you anything which you want without asking, without excusing, and without begging for it. Remember, we are in the relationship. We need peace, love, respecting, and people to taking their responsibility. If you are ready for this and you are tired of those people who want them to be reminded for anything, for everything in life, to taking responsibility from his or her own children, to even asking money to make somebody sick, to asking them money, even they don't showing love to you, always they see somebody else. Try to do this method and it will really help you. So I think everybody understanding on how you can do it and how you can manifest with this. If you're having a question, please ask me on my live chat before we about to proceeding with another live about my another live will be after a couple minutes. It's about to using a Vaseline and receiving a lot of money. A lot of money will arriving immediately. So before I jump to another live, I end this live and go to another live. Please, you need to be watching me because my another live will be as soon as possible. So guys, if you didn't subscribe, please subscribe down below. And don't forget also to give my video a thumbs up if you don't like it. And if you think that this video is very helpful, this video is very good for you, please give my video a thumbs up. I'm guiding everyone. If you are a Christian, Muslim, Buddha, Hindu, this is work. Believing, trust, and having a faith. Don't tell everyone if you do this. Putting it in your secret way, do it, manifest, and it work. Some people they having a bad energy. Some people they having a bad spirit. If they say to you, it will never work, trust me, it will never work. So just do it before you tell somebody. If it's already work, then go tell another person just to do it and manifest with this. That's the only way, and this is the best tips you should start do it from today, from anything. If you want to manifest with anything in this universe, please you need to do it in secret way because sometimes people they bring the bad energy to us. Thank you so much for watching and thank you for being with me. Please, you need to watch my another live about using a Vaseline to receiving unexpected large of money, and money will arrive into you in abundance. Thank you so much for watching and thank you for being with me, and I love you everyone. Just waiting for my another live. Let's end this.